What's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? Welcome back to another video. Merry Christmas. Well, I got to say in the head on. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day, having a blessed day as well too. And if you're taking the time out of your day to watch this on day of release on Christmas, again, thank you so much. And if you're, coming back later on and stuff like that, thank you as well too for coming out and, hitting that like button and all that good stuff. But if you have not seen the full broadcast, if you do have any time to actually see the full broadcast where they go over everything and talk about everything that will be coming to Dokkan Battle, I highly recommend you do that. Maybe skip ahead about 45-ish minutes because I did go ahead and pretty much start a little early on that stream. So I would definitely go check out so you can see the full hour of this whole live broadcast and pretty much reacting it when everyone else was reacting to it. Because I got to say right now, before we get into the units, which I know you've seen in the thumbnail and stuff like that, before we get into that, man, can I just say L to the people that was actually in the official like live stream, bro? Y'all were some L's, man. Like y'all got all the information that we got and was like L this, L that, bro. Y'all can't be satisfied whatsoever at all. Even on Christmas, man. I know it was early in the morning that they showed this off, but bro, come on, like what are y'all doing? So here we are. Here we are right here. Now, it's kind of crazy because I did call Orange Piccolo and I thought it would be an Orange Piccolo, but I did not call this sort of rendition where we were going to have them split up and have the game, which is a smart idea, by the way. And also, they're both on the Android category. So if this is your first time seeing all this information and stuff like that, yeah, prepare. That's all I got to say. But very excited. I didn't expect them to do this whatsoever at all. So this is kind of sort of a cool touch. I think they gave, they gave us one of these units earlier with Frieza and Gogeta out of the movie, where it was like you never would have thought they would have gave us a card that was Frieza and Gogeta, and then here they are doing the same thing. So I can see them doing some more likely sort of pairing units again, or characters. Like, hey, if you can think of some characters that would be unlikely pairs and stuff like that, let me know in the comments, because I would say what the first time maybe Goku and Frieza team, not Goku and Frieza, but Goku and Vegeta teamed up. Maybe another, I guess Goku Piccolo, that would be good for another, like going against another Garlic Jr. or something like that. But very excited. So let's pop this off, because this whole celebration, by the way, is basically confirmed to what I was saying before on the Easy Ace is going to happen. If they don't Easy A here, that would be insane. Like, all the Easy A should happen. Beastless Gohan should get his Easy A. Orange Piccolo should get his Easy A. That's two LRs right there. And then you have both the Gammas that would get Easy A's. Now, I'm going to say this really quick because I don't know if they'll do this or not. Because when you're thinking about that and you're thinking about all those Easy A's, you're like, well, are they going to split all them up? Or are they all going to be the same? I would hope that Beastless Gohan and Orange Piccolo are split up, and then you could probably just live with the Gammas being together in one Easy A, and you probably get the medals for them, and then also the spicy unfeatured units and stuff like that to get their Easy A's. Then maybe that happens, because these, demonic power's crazy. Android's got way better. Like, it's insane of everything that has actually happened through this. Like, genuinely. Let me go ahead and turn this up because I totally forgot I had that popped up. Now, let me do it right here. Right, yo. And let's get into the info, because these guys are really, really good. Like, in my opinion, they are very, very good, which they needed to be. Again, close to the end of a meta, they have to be very good. So, movie heroes, Hybrid Saiyans, or mission execution category 3 key, HP 200% and attack and defense 70%, plus an additional HP attack and defense of 50% for characters who also belong in superheroes, bond of parent and child, and android category. So the mission execution, and then also android says you could literally have a whole team of that, because that's basically like all the androids as well too. They were on a mission. Like, they all had a mission to do that they were designed for. So still have them. The only thing that sucks about this is if you don't have 16, which 16 does lead androids and stuff like that, but if you don't have 16, then it's kind of like, boom, there you go there. So you can still run the androids all through here as well and pretty much be good. Like, you honestly could like you basically almost could have skipped him, even though he's very, very, very good and he does help out the team and stuff like that. It's almost like even though it's a buff, you probably could have skipped him. Real talk, if you really think about it, which is kind of wild. But that's what happens over time with cards. So the basic effect of this guy is very meaty, very meaty. So key +2 and attacking defense 250 and guards all attacks with a damage reduction rate of 10%. That's ain't going nowhere. That's non-deductible. That's not after your turns or anything like that. That's already guards all attacks and damage reduction 10%. So and currently right now, I'm going to say this too, because if you look at these units from what I'm saying, and then you're kind of like, oh, well, that's not enough damage reduction for this, or that's not enough damage reduction for that, or blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, it is, just for the simple fact that we're getting into another era of Dokkan where we're kind of reverting back to being able to use items in fucking fights. And when you think about popping a Whis or an Icarus of your 35 and 40, whatever, like you think about popping that in and then being like, damn. Or like, was it Princess Snake? I think that has, I can't remember how much HP you get back. I don't think it's 70. Is it 70? 50 or somewhere around there, 50, 70, something like that. But I think she gets like 30% damage reduction too as well for one turn, whatever it is. Like you think about all those items that give you damage reduction as well too, and then you factor that in with what they actually have, and then you're like, okay, in a seriously hard event where somebody's already hitting for X amount or anything like that, you're probably good before you super attack. So again, look at it that way, because we are ushering into that era where we're using items again. So don't be fooled by anybody being like, oh, that's not enough damage reduction. You pop an item on it and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm very good. So just remember that, because I know it likes to sort of slip a lot of people's minds whenever you start reading out cards and stuff like that and what they do, because they don't remember what era we're necessarily in at this point in time. But for 5 turns from character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack, damage reduction rate 58%. So again, for 5 turns, right there, you already see that's 68%. Starting for the 6th turn for the character's entry, 58% chance of evading enemies' attacks. The whole evading thing, if you can do it in a fight, that's great. But if not, like you're pretty much like kind of screwed out on that one, even though he does get a lot of already damage reduction still in here that he will still have, and also attacking defense. So when there's another superheroes category ally attacking in the same turn, attacking defense 250%, launches an additional super attack, chance of performing a crit hit of 58%. After receiving an attack, one time infinite, attack 300%. When receiving a super attack, defense another 58%, and damage reduction rate another 10%. And so basically, currently right now, if you're within the first 5 turns of that, and you still have you get hit with a super attack, you're already at 78% damage reduction. And if you somehow are like, oh, I don't trust it with all the like attack and defense, if you haven't super attacked first and he has guard, and you're like, oh, I still don't trust it, you still got something to sort of fall back on. But then you have the superheroes category allies, key +1 and attack and defense 10% for 2 turns. Again, this is the Gohan side of this card right now. When receiving an unarmed super attack, defense 158%, damage reduction rate another 20%. You're at 98 if you're within the 5 turns. 98. That's wild. Like I want it's so wild to sit here and actually say that a card has it can have 98% damage reduction when it's an unarmed super attack. 98 within 5 turns, 98 is wild. I feel like I need to say that multiple times so it can actually, for the people that's hearing this and not watching the video, because some people have it up in the background, like 98. Yeah, bro, you didn't hear me wrong. You didn't hear me wrong. Super heroes category allies, key +1 attacking defense 20% for 2 turns as well with that. And then you have starting for the 4th turn from the start of battle, you can meet up with Gamma 1 and perform a reversible exchange. Now, for the active skill that you see there, because we'll talk about super attack and all that as well, but for the active skill is Senzu Bean, can be activated when HP is 58% or less, or starting for the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn once only. So again, you already have a Senzu Bean in. So you have a heal. You already have a heal built in, and recovers 58% of HP and removes all allies' negative status, key plus 12 and attack 158% for 1 turn. I'm expecting to see this guy hitting quite hard. Like, raises defense and then greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Like, I'm expecting him to hit very hard. I mean, you come down through here for 5 turns, you got that additional super attack that's already built in. So you basically have your 1, that's your second one. And then when there's another superheroes category ally attacking in the same turn, you get launch an additional super attack. Like, that's 3. And then you pretty much have the hidden potential system, which gives you 4. And again, which at this point in time, I mean, you could throw dodge on him. Like, you could still throw, since he does get that 58% after this 5th turn going into the 6th turn. Like, he has 58, so you can throw dodge on him, and he has additionals built in. He will lose 1, but he has additionals built in, crit built in. Insane, and he raises defense and greatly raises attack, and he has a lot of damage reduction for 5 turns. Like, and when I say that, I mean like the opportunity to have that. Like, if not, then it goes down, obviously. But man, incredibly good unit. Like I said, you can still see over here for the super attack that it has here, and then again you have your reverse on the 4th turn where you meet up with actual Gamma 1 here, which we're going to look at now, because I do think it's tough to me. I got to go back and look at, because this is my 2nd time going through and looking at these units. Like, I need to go back and see what Piccolo, because I feel like Piccolo was moving way too crazy. And again, even in this situation currently right now, you have these 2 units, right? They're both going on the same team. So if you have these 2 units, and then you have the LRs of Gohan and also Piccolo on rotation, and then the Gammas as well too, which by the way will be able to link up. And Piccolo, technically speaking, Piccolo should be a slot 1 for sure, a slot 1, because he needs to get hit to build up. And this is one of my most anticipated units to actually get an easy A this year. So the fact that it's happening at the end of the year, close to another meta, makes me very excited, because I'm like, he should still be able to contend someone and not rapidly age quite off. Like, he should be very good for a good little bit, especially if it's done right for him. And this video might be a very long video, and I might even go back and look at both of those units just to sort of see what else needs, that I think that they still need to be put into their like actives and everything else, because Gohan's active is great. Gohan's active is great. Piccolo's active, saves you and all that stuff, but it's just the damage aged out very fast. So, we got to do something with that. We got to do something with that. So let's get into Gamma 1. So again, you can perform your reverse exchange with Ultimate Gohan. Key +2, attack and defense 250. I was about to say 150. 250. I've been so long as saying 150. Yeah. Guards all attacks, damage reduction rate 20%. So it's up from the 10%. You get an extra 10% right off base. Great. So when there's another superheroes category ally attacking in the same turn, attack and defense 250% chance. Launch an additional super attack. So you already have that. Great chance to perform a crit hit. Great. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 300%. 300%. When a key spear is obtained, 1 time infinite, attack 150, and then Defenders of Justice category allies attack 100% 1 time. So that first turn he comes in, use that wisely. I would even have it at a situation to, you can even have like where, damn, I wonder if you switch and then use Piccolo's active, that would give him is he in Defenders of Justice? I don't know if he's in Defenders of Justice. I gotta go back and look at that card again, because I was about to say some wild shit of giving him the extra 100% as well too on that one, because that would be insane. I gotta go back and look at that for that card before I make that accusation on this on this video. But damn, Like, you can already see the potential for that, because I know Gohan should be in Defenders of Justice. So you pop this, well, not pop this, but you switch to him, and then you use Gohan's active. Ooh, that beautiful active. Ooh, going back and seeing that again. Especially doing bigger numbers. Ooh, yes. When receiving a super attack, defense 50%, damage reduction rate 20%, and superheroes category allies keep +1, attack and defense 10% for 2 turns. When receiving a key blast super attack, defense 100%, damage reduction rate 30%, and superheroes category allies keep +1, and attack and defense 20% for 2 turns. So, I mean, it's pretty much kind of covered on both. So if you're just receiving a super attack, you already get another 20%. So that's 40% right there that the card has on super attack. So you already know that with everything happening, you got 40% on a super attack, and you're getting extra defense as well too. And plus you're buffing your allies as well. Now, if it just so happens to be a key blast super attack, then you get another 50% on defense and another 10% on your damage reduction, which is going to give you 50%, which again ain't bad, because especially if it's a situation where you're super attacking first, even better. So his active skill can be activated upon entering the attacking turn once only. Be it after or before or after reverse exchange. So massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Superhero category allies attack and defense 10%, and android category allies attack and defense 10% for 3 turns. I think that should stack, right? For the Gammas and stuff like that, where the superhero and androids, that should stack, right? If I'm not mistaken. So that should be another 20%. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to. And then you have, for his actual super attack, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. So rating that unit as well, I feel like this is probably going to be for TUR wise, because I want to say in the land of TURs and not be like, oh, what LR's throwing in as well too, but in a land of TURs and new TURs, that's got to be, these units got to be like an 8, like if not a 9, like right now, like got to be like an 8 or a 9, because I mean, like I said, they're going to be in a lot of stuff. I just wish, yeah, there you go. Like you can see down through here categories, like goodness gracious, they are going to be like, the fact that this card is actually still in Goku's family because of the Ultimate Gohan and stuff, and the sibling bond, because you know, Gamma 1, Gamma 2 as well too. Demonic power, artificial life forms, accelerated battle, worthy rivals, special poses, defenders of justice, like insane spread, and earthbred fighters, by the way, like bonded master and disciple. Like it's got a spread, dog. Like this, like they got some versatility. That's all I got to say. So for Gamma 2, for Gamma styling on them too, superhero special poses, battle of wits category key +3, 200, and then another 170, and an additional 50 across the board for all characters who belong in movie heroes, accelerated battle, or bond of master and disciple. So for them, basic effect, little beefy, key +2, attack and defense 250, launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So that's your iffy extra. Great chance of performing a crit hit. Great chance of evading enemies' attacks, which, okay, because I want to say great chance is what, 70%, if I'm not mistaken? If my math's wrong, let me know, but I want to say it's like 70%. For 5 turns from the character's entry, launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So you already have 2 more right off the bat. So you're already at your 4 super attacks here as well, or potential 4 super attacks with the hidden potential counting. And for every attack performed, infinite. For every attack performed, attack and defense 50% up to 250, which is all right. Great chance of performing a crit hit, and chance of evading enemies' attacks 3% up to 15%. So yeah, like what is that, like that'll be like 85% when it's all the way built up. 85%, so 5, basically 5 attacks. You do 5 attacks like in the game, and boom, there you go. Like again, for For stages that they don't let you dodge, that's rough. But for stages that do let you dodge, like when obviously you know you're gonna get hoed at times, it's just gonna happen. Like it's just gonna happen. Like RNG gods can be in your favor at 1 minute, and then you could be like, I got a 99% chance to dodge here, and then the 1% kicks in, and then you get beat up and probably lose the game. Like it happens, bro. It just happens. So I still know that live by the dodge, die by the dodge. If the enemy cancels dodge, you definitely don't want to be in the first slot whatsoever at all. That's for damn sure. Unless he's not attacking in that slot, you just want to be in the slot where he's not attacking, like or super attacking that is at all. So as a second or third attacker in a turn, another attacker defense 250%. So again, that is crazy. That's 750%. Damage reduction rate 20%. So you do get a little bit of damage reduction. Superheroes category allies attack and defense 20%, and artificial life forms category allies attack and defense 20% for 2 turns. And then when there's when attacking as a third attacker in a turn, launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So again, there's another one in there, 5. And then starting for the 4th turn, you can meet up with Piccolo. And again, his active skill is basically you get attack and defense 30% in battle. So from the 3rd turn, you get to activate that, and then you get attack and defense 30% in battle. And you can see categories, like I said, Namekians, Defenders of Justice. Yeah, I got to go back and look at Orange Piccolo, because I don't think he's in Defenders of Justice, but I could be wrong. Gifted Warriors, again, like I said, Successors, Demonic Power, Power of Wishes, Worthy Rivals, because you know Piccolo's up in there and stuff like that. Battle of Wits, like this, they got a very good spread that they're making categories very good. I will say that. Raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. Now, the Piccolo side, if I remember the Piccolo side, I was kind of like, yo, when I seen the Piccolo side, I legitly was like, what is going on here? And we'll get into the animations again if you haven't seen them, so stick around for that. But, bro, we'll do it right after we get done with this here. So this is, let's get it going. So, basic effect can perform a reverse exchange with Gamma 2. Key +2, attacking defense 250. Launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Damage reduction rate 50%. So this man has 50% damage reduction right off the bat. As soon as you get to Piccolo, 50%. And the crazy good thing about this is that this Piccolo and the LR Orange Piccolo should link up together. Should link up. If I'm not mistaken, they should link up. Because it's another card that has it, like it should. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 150%. When a target enemy is in the following status, HP, 70% or less, chance to perform a crit hit, 50%, and launch an additional super attack. When the target enemy is in the following status of 50% or less, chance to perform a crit hit, 50%, and launches an additional super attack. Like, basically, this card is going for the KO. Like, it's like, oh, you're low. Oh, you're low. Oh, I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to take you out. So with a key spear obtained, 1 time, guards all attacks. As a first or second attacker in the turn, defense, again, 200%. Damage reduction rate, 20%. Like, 70% when he's in the first slot. 70. Now, you think about in a very, very, very hard fight or something like that, and then you pop an item. Even if you pop an Icarus or, a Whis 40%, whatever it is, you basically should be getting hit for fucking nothing. Basically, is what I'm saying. So if you're someone new, you're watching this and you're like, oh, I need these guys to maybe power through some of these events that allow me to beat these events and just beat them. End of the year, Christmas present here, summon for them. There you go. I'm very, very, very excited to see what their like outputs is going to look like. Like, I don't know if anybody has the outputs sort of put in right now. I haven't went and searched for them, but I'll say this, that they should be very high. And defensive wise, especially for this Piccolo, he should be very good. He should get a lot of exclamation marks. Let's just put it that way. Like, he should. And they also have support built in. Like, you can't get any better than this. Because whatever happens, whatever we see from the Easy A's, from the Gammas, and also Orange Piccolo and Beastless Gohan, whatever we see from those, just know that they're getting better because they have support as well too. So you can go back and factor in and be like, oh, the support that we get from here, here, and here is in there as well too. So understandable. And if they somehow give support the other way as well, you know. But superheroes category allies, attack and defense 20%, and also demonic power category allies, attack and defense 20% for 2 turns. So, you know, demonic power, bro. Put them on demonic power as well too. Y'all see what happened with demonic power. Like, y'all see that. Like, I mean, they got a lot. I'm not sitting here and saying you need to summon or anything like that. That's not what I'm gonna do. It's your Dragon Stones. Do whatever the hell you want to do with them. Okay, do whatever you want to do. You want to save them, bitches. I don't care. Like, do whatever you want to do with your Dragon Stones, right? But they not looking bad. They not looking bad at all. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you can put the whatever to the put the bullshit in the safe real quick and come back and be like, okay, yeah, they ain't bad. They ain't bad on paper. Like, I'm waiting to see what they do. But all this damage reduction that I'm seeing right here, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So when attacking as the second attacker in the turn, attack 250%. But I would probably, like, it's insane because you already have this up here that's for the first or second, so you're already getting this, and then you just put him in the second slot. You should get this as well too because he's in the second slot. So the first of him activates, and then the second should activate as well too. So you're getting 250% attack and then 200% defense on top of everything else. Like, pretty damn good if you ask me. And also when attacking with 12 or more key spears, 12 or more key, with 12 or more key, like, you're already getting another 150% attack. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like, was that 650 all together in there? And then when receiving an attack, defense 150%, superheroes category allies key +2 for 2 turns. Like, brother man. And his active is so basically mastery raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Superhero category allies attack and defense 40% for 1 turn. So again, yeah, for the Piccolo, like, I would assume that if you have the Piccolo and then Orange Piccolo, if you pop that and then you pop Orange Piccolo's active skill, the LR, then that's another 40% attack that he's going to have in that state, which will help him out. And then you come over here and then you see greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. So with all the super attacks kicked in and everything else, these guys should be really good. Piccolo is really good. I mean, the fact that it's like, what was it? I think Ultimate Gohan has like all the chances to have like X amount of this, X amount of that, like damage reduction. Piccolo, on the other hand, is like, no, I start out with 50% damage reduction, 50%, and then I move into the slot 1, and now I got 70% damage reduction. And if you somehow want to slot Orange Piccolo, since he's already built up, maybe again with Easy A, we don't know how that's going to go, which I'm hoping is incredible. Like, you may be able to just slot him in the slot 2 and still have a 70% damage reduction but get more attack out of it. Yeah, you're going to lose the receiving an attack part, but that's after, so you'll just get the defense part after that, so you get hit with a normal attack. Oh, sure, whatever, that's the best case scenario. You got hit with a normal attack, and boom, you have another 150. If there's a super attack and a normal attack, you get hit with the normal attack first. Great, you're going to be tanking that even more, and you're also giving everybody else more support. So whoever's in the third slot, still getting more key out of that, and then the second slot the second rotation coming in is just going to be even better, because they're going to be able to have less and less that they need of key orbs to get their key and to get their super attacks off. Great. I'm at this point where I read between the lines on things, and I'm like, if you giving me this in a card, a TUR at the end of the year, dog, the LRs for, and I'm saying this, the LRs, because we ain't seen it quite like this. Like, the LRs has got to be insane. Like, we all can agree on that, right? We can all look at each other and agree on that and be like, okay, yeah, these LRs has got to be insane because this is a TUR. That if you're put in the first or second slot has 70% damage reduction. Gohan has a potential of what was it? What did I say? 98% or whatever the hell it was, like 98% has a potential or whatever. Like, it's kind of wild. And the reason why I'm saying potential for that is because some people are like, oh, if you say like, oh, it doesn't get it for this, if it's this, I'm saying for multiple. Like, if you're going against multiple people and they have different attacks, you just get one of the super attacks and then an unarmed attack, then you get both of that. It triggers both of that. Like, kind of wild. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of wild. This shit is something, bro. Genuinely something. So, as promised, we're gonna go ahead and look at that. I've already seen him, so I'll let it play, and I will do that because you know I'm over here, big heading it up. There you go. There you go. Like, the animations aren't bad either. They're not terrible.
In the name of justice. Got it. Let's join forces for now. I accept this mission.
Like, you see how they got Piccolo right there too? They know. We know. And even the banners where they showed already have Piccolo and Beastless Gohan there, and also the Gammas. So, I mean, that's just basically confirming their easy A's. I just hope that the best case scenario is Gohan and Piccolo aren't sandwiched together on an easy A run, and the Gammas aren't sandwiched together on an easy A run. I could deal with both the Gammas being one easy A run. I mean, you get all the medals and then also the mission medals for spicy and featured shit, whatever. Like, I can deal with that. I don't care. I just don't want both Gohan and Piccolo to be sandwiched together, because then that just gives us less and less Dragonstone opportunity out of this. And let's be real, we're here for all of the Dragonstone opportunity that we can possibly get before the anniversary. But I do like these units. I like these units quite a lot. And again, I know this is a long video for Christmas Day. Again, like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying your Christmas Day. If you got, and you know what? What's your favorite thing that you got on Christmas? Whether it be seeing family or a present, like, what is it? What is it? Obviously, family for me. I got to see both sides of the family. The other thing that I like a lot is basically the Game Boy, retro Game Boy I got, and the Ninja Creamy. I'm very excited for that Ninja Creamy, bro. Like, I want to be able to make my own ice cream. That's what I'm wanting. That's what I'm wanting. So yeah, that was it for that. That's all of this here. I don't want you to keep playing. I need to do one thing, and that is come over here, pop this over, and see see Piccolo for a second. We need to see this. We need to see this. So your categories. Demonic power successors. Rapid. Okay, yeah. So I ain't seeing Defenders of Justice. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I didn't think he was on Defenders of Justice, bro. Look at his stats. Look at the juicy stats. Look at the juicy stats the man's has. I'm actually surprised the other Gohans ain't down through here as well too. But just look at this. Look at this. Activates the interest animation when there's another bond of Master Disciple category ally attack on the team. One time attack and defense 100% and guards all attacks for 3 turns. I would love if they mess with this and this goes higher, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna assume that we get 250% here. I'm gonna assume that. If we don't, I'll be a little upset. Not gonna lie. They might keep this the same or bump this up to 2 key per key spirit tank just to make it even easier for the guy. The damage reduction part, here's the thing. The damage reduction part, I'm not going to say like, oh, let's bump it up to 40% or anything along the lines because you got this down here. But 30%, if it bumps up to 30% or 35% or something like that, cool, I'll take that. For every attack received, this is probably got to go up to like 300% or something like that. Like, it's got to. Like, I don't see how it really don't. Like, it's got to go. Like, it can't be just regular 250% as well too, because again, after a certain turn, you're going to lose the 100% here. And even if this is only 250, like this has got to go up. Like, so I'm expecting a lot of things here. I don't know about big numbers. Like, I don't know if they'll be like, oh, 500 for Piccolo down through here. It goes up to 500. Like, I expect it to maybe go up like 300 or something like that. And then that alone, because I think he could top out somewhere around, I'd say with all the support and everything currently right now before his EZA, he might be in the 40s, 40 millions, 50 minutes, somewhere around that, maybe. I can't remember. I want to say he was like 30 something millions or something like that beforehand. So I might go and say a little bit more than that currently right now with all the other support you can throw at him. So if he can hit like 100 and something million, great. If he does even more than that, and they're like, oh yeah, take the restriction off. This guy can be festival of battle. All right, I see you. After receiving an attack, all allies keep +2 within a turn. If they just give support as well with that as well, good lord, like that was a stupid sentence. But if they give him 2 key and maybe like attack and defense like 10% or 15%, something like that, great, even better. Help the other cards out as well too. When HP is 30% or less starting from the character's entry turn, after receiving a character receives 7 or more attacks in battle, fully recovers HP, and then damage reduction, infinite damage reduction rate, 30%. See, that's the thing. Like, because that's what's making me a little like up here of going any higher, because I mean 30% or less, or when the characters got hit 7 times, like if you get your full off and then you already have like 50 already, that's not bad. You have 60, that's really good for him, especially when him built all the way up, and then also having support coming from the other units. That's really good for him, like really good. And the fact that again, his ultra greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage, and lowers attack and defense, and then greatly raises defense and raises attack for 1 turn and causes a mega colossal with a medium chance of stun. Like, this Piccolo is going to be very good. The only thing is that I mean, he does have like a 200% leader. Are they just going to bump it up and be like give it to where it could be a 220% leady, or what, or just like, I'll have to see on this one, because again, super easy A's don't affect that stuff, but since this is an easy A, it should affect that. So we'll see what happens with him there. Now, the other is Gohan. And I might go with the Gamma, since this is a long event. You can sort of treat this as definitely a follow up to the stream. definitely. Um, my dog, where you at? There we go. Him, like I said, same thing for him. Same thing applies. Greatly raises attack, raises defense, causes Mega Colossal medium chance of stun. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense. Like, again, that's already goated in today's game, especially on events that you can do that. Already goated. Again, he still has that with him as well. He does have attack and defense 150, and then receives an additional keep a super keeps retained. Again, adding damage reduction or guard or something like that to him would be great for every super attack performed. You already know where I'm going with this. Somewhere probably about the same way as Piccolo. I expect Piccolo and Gohan necessarily to mirror each other in certain things. Like, I expect him to give him maybe 30%, maybe 20 or 30% damage reduction as well. But he's not necessarily a slot 1, so it's a little different there. And then he again would attack him with 20 or more key spears, launch an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. At this point in time, they should just make that additional super attack, and maybe or additional 2 super attack. That would be crazy. That actually would be crazy if they get 2 additional attacks from that, which I don't think so. I think they'll probably just stick with the 1, but giving him something else here as well would help him out. Like, say, even if it is another like damage reduction to like 10%, like if he gets a 30% up here and another 10% here for 40%. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I'm looking at the new characters that they put out, and I'm like, y'all giving out like damage reduction like it's Halloween candy and it's Christmas. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, so I'm like, hey, you might as well. I mean, bring them into the fold to be good for a long time. You might as well. Some of y'all might even be able to argue 50% damage reduction for the guy. You could argue it, but that's just how I see it. When activating an active skill or attacking with 24 key, attacks effective against all types. That's already great. You can even throw in another like attack and defense 50% or something. Give him something great. I'm not even trying to make him busted. I'm just saying, like, for him to be good for a long time, it might seem like, oh my God, he busted now, but we don't know what the fuck the 11-year anniversary power creep is necessarily going to look like. Again, we're seeing damage reduction given out like it's Halloween candy and it's Christmas. Like at this point in time, and you see Extreme Super Battle Road with their super attack where they're at, so they're not going to go down, I don't think. They probably either stay the same or around the same and then go higher. And then you have Festival of Battle, stage 2 probably coming out as well. And then that event mode that everyone that was at the other fan meetup stuff got to play test. Like, we don't know. We do not know. The only thing is with his active skill being crazy, obviously, again, he's still got one of my favorite active skills in this game. I'm not even going to cap. And we got new active skills and stuff like that in the game. I still like Beast Gohan's quite a bit. Insane levels of height, because again, all this getting higher up means that this is going to hit harder, much harder, and it'll be cooler. And I think all of us will like that out of our heart seeing that. And again, you see the stats with everything there. This guy, when he gets his easy hit, demonic power going wild, absolutely going wild. Like, I'm jumping for joy for this, because like I said, I'm actually waiting so much for these units, and I want to talk about the Gammas, but it is very long. I don't even want to get started on the LR, because I think they'll get a little bit better with all the support kicked in. They will get better. I don't know if they'll do any awakenings for these guys down here or something like that. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if they did. That actually would be kind of cool if they did. Like I said, raise attack and defense. They could probably go to greatly raise attack and defense. You see the defense 50%, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a medium chance. That should probably go to high chance or something like that. Attack and defense 150. You already know 250 is like 200 is like the least amount they're going to do. 250 is usually the standard that they do. Anything above 250 is like damn. So we'll see what happens there. Again, all allies keep +2 and attack 30%. Again, I almost said defense, so might as well throw that bitch on in there as well too. Might as well. I mean, you in the pot cooking, throw it all in there. Throw it all in there. Throw the whole counter in there. Paper, wrappers, and all. Throw it all. At this point, look, when attacking with 12 or more key, attack 100%. You might as well do it. Defense on it as well. For every attack performed, to attack a defense 20% up to 100, 150, 200, whatever. Like I said, we throw in the kitchen counter in, bro, the sink, all of it. And it's a barn sink. It's a barnyard sink. It's a big ass sink, undermounted too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Might as well chance to perform a crit hit. You can keep that the same way, or just have it build up faster. Who cares? Like, who cares? Let it build up faster. When performing a crit hit, when performing 5 attacks in battle, launch an additional attack has a great chance to become a super attack. Might as well just make that a regular super attack. And then, again, like you said, you already have nullifies Ki Blast super attack. So, hey, it is what it is. Like I said, throw in a kitchen sink, add it all. Same way here. Damage reduction up to 50%. You might as well let that build up a little bit faster, or even go to 60%. I doubt 70%, but hey, kitchen sink, we throwing it. Do it all, bro. Do it all. You just looking at it. Like I said, these stats are going to go crazy. 18, 14, and 13. What the hell was yours again? 17, 15, and 13. Oh, man, y'all about to have some dumb stats. Oh, Lord, they're about to have some dumb stats. Oh, my God. I'm just going to do this really quick because, you know, superheroes, 200 flat right there. Raise attack and defense. Greatly raise attack and defense. I mean, would they even be good for even just a slot 3 with all the support being given out and stuff like that? Would they even be? I think they would be good for even just a slot 3. Key +2 attack and defense 125%. Superhero join forces, defenders of justice category allies 3 key attack and defense 50%. I mean, if you throw them in on it, there you go. Even more support. When HP is 30% or less, Key +3 attack and defense another 150%. For every int key spear obtained, chance to perform a crit hit 30%. Launches additional attack. Launches an additional super attack up to 2. And then for every AGL or STR key spear obtained, oh yeah, that was for int. Yeah, I think I said that. AGL is a chance to perform a crit hit 12%. Launch an additional attack. Basically becomes super attack up to 2 times. After performing 3 or more attacks in battle, attacking needs 50%, infinite, and damage reduction rate 30%, infinite. You just get it. And then you have your standbys, stuff like that, where they come over to here, and then there you go. Now we get, they might be like, yeah, bro, they might be like kind of wild. Hold on. Key +6, tech use 250, damage reduction rate 50%. Yeah, still got support, attacking defense 50%, int 30%. Yeah, look, launch it to super attacks up to 2 within a turn, and then AGL. Yeah, and then this was one that still has a great chance. The AGL and SCR, bro. Yeah. This is something. Yeah. Whoa. Raises superclass allies defense 50% for 1 turn. That sucks for him on the slot 3. And then you just go to Gamma 1. Yeah. I think I remember. Yeah, so this is for those 2 turns. Key +3, damage reduction. Launch an additional attack, 1 HP 30% or more. Key +3, you get basically 300% damage reduction, another 15, so you still get 30% damage reduction, 300% attack and defense at 6 key, and then when attacking, you get another 50%. So, 350? And then, for every int or STR key spear attained, chance to perform a crit hit 20% up to 100%, and damage reduction rate 10% up to 50%. So, still 80%. I think that they would be good in the slot 3. Real talk. They might have brought them back as well too, especially with all the other support. Let me know in the comment section below. I know it was a long video. Now we yapped quite a bit on Christmas, but again, if you did watch this whole one, you goated. Thank you so much for watching it all. Again, enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Have an awesome day /night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.